Hi, I'm Real Genetic Demon, and this is my 4th Hiccups video this month. It's been an incredibly busy month when it comes down to things. So anyway, without further ado, we'll get into this one. These games I got from Paul. I'm going to put a link in the description below to his YouTube channel. I met him on the Retro Tech Forum. He's having to clear out some stuff, so it's kind of sad, really. But I promised to give these a good home, so I am going to. So we'll go through the games that I got from him. I'm going to bung bits up here, up there, of each of these footage. Anyway, so we've got The Lion King, Disney's version of The Lion King. I quite like this, actually. I kind of, you jump around as Simba, I think, most of the time. I've never got any further than that, to be honest. 10 levels. That's what we got, 10 levels of The Lion King. Yeah, it's not too bad, actually. Quite like that. So, no, worth playing. Quite cutesy. Nice graphics, though. And quite fun on the Master System. So, put that one to one side. Right, okay, next. He'll Be Back. Did I do that right? Maybe. Terminator. Yeah, it's the platforming version of the movie. Actually, it's not too bad at all. It's slightly different than the Mega Drive version. I have played the Mega Drive version. I might try and dig that out and put that in the link below. But yeah, you kind of work your way through it as Kyle Reese initially on the first level. The first level is a lot different from the Mega Drive version. It's is it tougher? Yeah, probably is tougher, but easier as well at the same time. The Mega Drive version was particularly hard. So yeah, the Terminator, not a bad game at all. Now we've got Master of Darkness. Now this is kind of quite impressive game, really. It's basically you're hunting down Dracula. The shadow of Dracula is spread over Victorian England. And basically we're hunting down and fighting monsters and finding our way to Dracula, to the Master of Darkness, to rescue England from petrifying grip, or his terrifying grip. So yeah, Master of Darkness. That's quite good, actually. Quite enjoyed that one. So yeah. Hopefully it's lovely footage running at the top there, so we can see a little bit more of that one. So Master of Darkness. On to the next one. Mickey Mouse's Castle, Castle of Illusion, starring Mickey Mouse. I always like this one on the Mega Drive. It's a really beautiful looking game. It's got some really pretty graphics, and certainly the same can be said of the Master System version. The graphics are particularly nice. 6 rounds. What else we got? Wicked Witch. That's what we've got to do. Kidnapped Minnie Mouse. Poor Minnie Mouse. Typically sort of being rescued and survived. But yeah, a bit like the Donald Duck games that I had previously this month. The graphically, it's quite sound. You'll see that it's really quite pretty to look at. So quite a lot of fun. Okay. An arcade classic, one of those classic games, beat 'em ups, Double Dragon. I have to admit, recently I played quite a lot of Double Dragon. Recently, I had a little look at it, and you know, again, it's like it's their sister or their girlfriend, one of the two, Billy and Jimmy Lee. That's who they are, twins. The twins are called Spike and Hammer. All right, okay. I'm trying to work out who the name of their girlfriend is. Jimmy's girlfriend. Oh, it's not Jim. It's not. I thought it was Billy's, but yeah, Jimmy's girlfriend. Mary Ann has been captured and taken away. So the two of them, you know, clubbed together to kick ass as you do. So, but as I say, I've been playing quite a lot of Double Dragon recently. It's not. I don't dislike it, but do you know what? I kind of feels a bit dated. I'd rather have. I hate to say this. I'd rather be playing Streets of Rage or Final Fight. I mean, it's good. It's one of the staples of sort of beat 'em ups or scrolling beat 'em ups. But I don't know. There's something about it recently that's just not struck me as much. Anyway, so on to the next one. We have Ghost House. Now, I actually quite like the look of this one. I think this is just like a Sega one specifically created early on for their console. 1986, it says at the bottom corner there. You know, try to find the hidden treasure in a spooky romp around Count Dracula's haunted house. I'm actually quite looking forward to playing this one in more detail. I've started because you can see the footage flying around here somewhere. But you know, it's one of those early ones. It's one where you've got all grid paper going on, which is quite nice. I have to admit though, it kind of reminds me of. It does remind me. I don't know why they did it, but it again reminds me of Mastertronic games because they had grid paper as well on some of their things, on the Spectrum things. If you ever saw those, so yeah. But Ghost House, I'm quite looking forward to playing that one. Very bright and colourful. I certainly remember that about it. Okay, on to the next. An absolute classic shoot 'em up. Actually, it runs really quite well. Well, sorry, doesn't run as well as I would like it to run on the Master System. However, it's still a very good arcade shooter. In fact, the Master System copes with it very, very well indeed. Graphically quite strenuous, I would say. A lot going on, a lot of colours required, a lot of different things going on at once. It does seem a bit slow in comparison to other versions I've played. However, Xenon 2, the Mega Blast, or Mega Blast, is a cracking game. Well worth playing. Everybody should play at least Xenon 2 once. I think it's one of those... Yeah, it's so nice and sounds so good as well. And even the Master System version has a good attempt at that sort of music that's in there, that music. You'll know what I mean if you ever played it. So, yeah, Master System version of Xenon 2, like it. Okay. Jurassic Park. I don't know what to make of this one. It's not... The last Jurassic Park game I played on the Mega Drive wasn't kind of what... This is. It's kind of got multi-leveled sort of, hunt and kill the dinosaurs, do this, that and the other, then move on to the next part. It's kind of weird. Is that right? Is it weird? It's definitely got differently... How many levels does it say? It doesn't say actually levels on here. You kind of have to help Dr. Grant get through certain things. It's just slightly... I'm not really sure how to describe that. I don't think this is the one... It's not... Yeah, I think I'm going to reserve judgment for the moment. I may have to do a playthrough with it and see what I think. But yeah, it's a bit weird. It's Jurassic Park. It's not too bad though. Okay, well, he needs no introduction, does he? Sonic the Hedgehog, the Master System version, slightly different than the Mega Drive version. Slightly shorter levels or different shaped levels. So far from my playing it, there doesn't seem to be sort of the multi-faceted levels that are there. So it's actually a slightly different version of it. I think this is actually, it's the other way around. This is kind of a retrograde, sort of downgrade from it. It's a demake almost of the Mega Drive version of the same name. So, yeah, fast enough, quick enough, looks fine. Just not what I was expecting. They're not the same... Sonic the Hedgehog that I'd seen in the past. It's nice though, it's very good, I quite enjoyed it, really like that one. So Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, Lemmings on the Master System. What a brilliant conversion this is. It really does. It does hit all of the right buttons. It does all the things right and correctly. In fact, it was so good that I couldn't get my daughter off it for about 2 hours. So yeah, a lot of levels to play. 120 levels to complete. It works well on the pad, which is quite surprising. It doesn't need a mouse to work well. It actually works really well. The Lemmings work really well. The graphics look great. It's not a bad game at all. Well worth playing. In fact, I think it's got one of these games. You ought to play Lemmings, and it should have been reborn at least as an app on phones or something. Because actually, as an app on phones, it would work brilliantly. Because you have to choose whether somebody can float or whether they can dig or whether they can they explode, and you could just tap it and then hit it. So I wonder who owns the license to that, because that game really does require a sort of modern day phone app conversion. Okay, PGA Tour Golf. Yeah, it's golf. I like golf actually. I don't mind. This isn't too bad a golf game. It's one of my favourites. I used to play it on the version of it on the PC. Very similar to this sort of hold the button down till it gets to a point that you want to hit it, and then you have to hit it again, the button to kind of hit the ball, so it's like one way and then the other. It kind of, whether it's left or right, and so whether you sort of just sweep the ball left or right, what's it called? There's a specific terminology, isn't there, in golf? I don't know what that is off the top of my head. But, yeah, so it's not too bad, actually, PGA Tour Golf. I needed a sports game like this. Keeps you busy for a little while. I find them sometimes, if they get them right... you can just kind of sit and chill and play them, I think, when it comes to golf games. It's not one of those things you get really really stressed about. I never get stressed about playing golf games, probably because I'm not that good at them, and I'm not one of those people who really cares that much about it, but I don't mind playing the game, because it's kind of, if you get it right, it's great. If you get it wrong, well, never mind. Anyway, yeah, so PGA Tour Golf. And last but not least, we've got James Pond 2 Robocop. Do you remember the code? No? Well, there is a code that allows you to become invincible right at the beginning of the game. As you just walk along, I might actually try and put it up here if I can while I'm doing it. If you walk along a little bit, I think you have to you spell the word cheat with the letters of the things that are there. So you've got, I think it's cake, hammer. This is going to test my memory because I'm not watching it right the second time. Earth, apple, and tap. That's it. And you spell cheat with those letters by sort of moving up and down, and you become invincible, which is really quite cool. So you can put the cheat code in really early on in the game if you really want to play it. So yeah, but James Pond 2 Robocop, lovely play on Robocop. I don't remember the play on. James Pond obviously is a play on James Bond, but James Pond and Robocop. Robocop's a play on Robocop, but he gets to stretch, does a little bit of stretching. He's really quite good. So yeah, but James Pond, Robocop, really good. Like that at all? Like that. Anyway, thank you for watching. I've been your host, Real Genetic Demon. Hopefully, I'll catch you in my next video. But don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much.